Yeah, that club meeting was on the Valentine's. That was really nice. That's the first time I've been over there at that church, and it was real pleasant.
Very good. I'm glad everybody had fun. We just couldn't fit it in. It was just too many other things going on. I was at the downtown, went to doctor's offices and other places all day long until didn't get home to 3, and I was till 3 o'clock. As soon as I sat down in the chair, I was asleep. Next thing I know, it was 7 o'clock. Anyway, 7-3, Marcus, and I guess they'll all show up sooner or later here. KG6QNY, no, KG6QNY, K6MYC.
Yeah, Mike, one of these times I got to get together with you because I may want to order some a new different kind of HF antenna, but I'll get together with you.
Yeah, okay. I'm here every day. I don't expect to be going anywhere this next week, so call anytime in. I assume you have my number. You can always get to plant, and then they can get me to call you over.
Yeah, that's affirmative. I will. Like I said, I may need to get HF beam. So anyway, all right, Mike. You take care. It's KG6QNY, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Marcus. Thanks again for checking in. KG6QNY, K6MYC, Bozo Net, still looking south. N6SWR, you're missing tonight, Ben. We're not expecting that. N6SWR, are you here?
WB6JNP. KM6SRR.
Oh, better late than never. Good evening, Dane. WB6JNP. Good evening, Dane. And I hear you, Rob, stand by. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay, nothing new at this end. Just waiting to see what our storm's going to do. N6SWR, Bozo number 247.
Now, there's 247. Yeah, we've been kind of looking for you. But I'm glad you made it there, Ben. 247, and we've got Rob in here. Rob can say hello to you also. Go ahead, Rob.
How you doing, Ben? N6SWR, KM6SRR.
Very good. I've been listening for about the last 10-15 minutes. Just quietly waiting to check in. I hope you guys are all good up there in Central California.
Yep, it's getting ready to rain, I guess. I've been out on the tractor all day today working on the road.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain down here as well.
You didn't get rain, did you, Rob?
No, not yet. Looks like midnight's supposed to start.
Oh, okay, because I don't have a cloud in the sky here. It may miss us altogether. Okay, good evening to you, Ben. Thanks for checking in. You're a little bit light tonight, but maybe you don't have the antenna quite in the right direction, but we've got Q5 copy on you anyway. That's the main thing there. We've been calling for you, but I guess you've just been lounging around in the background there. 7-3, Ben, N6SWR, Bakersfield, Delta Mike 05. We got both the MO5s in here tonight, Rob. KB6RQU. Rick is also here. Rick, are you still here?
KB6RQU, still here.
Say hello, Rob.
Hello, Rob. How you doing, Rick? KB6RQU, KM6SRR.
KM6SRR, good evening. Yeah, doing very well here, over.
All right, thanks for being there. You're turning into a regular again. That's great.
And I guess we should go over to Atascadero and see if Ron is over there. So here we go toward Atascadero. 73's Ben, 73's Rick, and we'll see you maybe not Wednesday night because you're church night, but maybe Thursday again. That was good to hear you on 432. KB6RQU, N6SWR, K6MYC, and the group rotating toward Atascadero.
Very good. 73s. We'll look that direction too.
Okay, here we are, Ron. W6QUI, W6QUI, W6 Queen Uniform Italy, K6MYC, and the Bozo Net calling and listening. Oh. No Ron tonight, KN6EIV, over. AB6WRW, over. Every now and then we get one of these nights where nobody shows up down there, Rob. I haven't heard Aaron tonight. Did you and Aaron do something together, or is he just, I don't see the stream up?
No, the stream's running. When I heard you say you didn't see it, I turned it on. No, Aaron checked into the net, but he's got stuff going on with the kids there, I think. Anyway, yeah, the stream is up.
Okay, well, I'll write him and Brittany in here then. Thank you.
I'm here. I'm just busy. K6US, 1079 and 1100.
Okay. Gotcha there, and good evening to you, Aaron. Just busy, no problem. For some reason, the computer screen isn't on in this room here. And normally when I turn everything off in the shack here, that screen I don't turn on and off. And it was on every night this last week when I was out here. But I don't see the screen on tonight, over.
Well, that computer's on. We don't run the stream from that computer. That's just for your rotor. And I'm linked up to it, so the computer is running. I don't know why the monitor's off, but the important computer is the one that's in the house.
Yeah, I realize. Okay. Well, who knows? The monitor's on and off at its own desire, I guess, here. Good evening to you. All right, let's make one more call toward the Tascadero, W6QUI, K6MYC. Okay, nothing heard. I guess we'll shoot right on up to Santa Cruz then. Here we go toward Santa Cruz. There we are toward Watsonville and Santa Cruz, AF6 United. Watsonville or KW6S, K6MYC. Anybody?
K6MYC, AF6 United. I am here tonight.
Yes, you are. You're there. AF6 United, 1098. We got you. And good evening, good signal, over.
Roger, I was wondering if it was going to be messed up a little bit by the rain, because it's started raining here finally, but you're sounding real good, and hopefully I'm sounding good over there. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're fine. A good signal, no problem. Rob, are you hearing anything from Lee tonight?
Not really. I haven't had a good chance to try to peek on him here. I've been trying to catch up with a log.
Okay, well, take another transmission, Lee, and then maybe you can shoot it over. I'm pretty sure Tom should be here. He was probably just pausing, waiting for you to pop up. AF6 United with KW6S, possibly, K6MYC.
All right, well, I won't keep it too long here. I'll see if Tom is out there. KW6S, KW6S, AF6 United. How you doing?
AF6U, KW6S. Yeah, I just was pausing to see if you popped up.
I popped up.
He's pop-up. He's the countdown pop-up, Bozo.
Okay, well, yeah, it's raining here, and otherwise, pretty nice day. Most of my projects were actually successful today, so that's always a good plan.
Yeah, really? What time does it start raining for you?
It was sprinkling probably 5 o'clock-ish or so. Well, actually, probably a little earlier than that. But I haven't been outside to actually see, but I heard it hitting the windows pretty hard probably an hour ago.
Yeah, okay. We haven't had anything here. It didn't even look like it here It was slightly cooler today by maybe 1 or 2 degrees, and a little bit of wind coming from the south or southeast, southwest, somewhere down that way. But nothing else. But we did sit out in the sun at the end of the day and watch the sun go down until about 4:30, and then that was it. We came in and still have sun out to the Pacific direction. Good to hear you, Tom. Glad that you had a easy, successful day here. We didn't do a lot, but I did clean up I had a lot of refuge laying around from pruning and weed pulling that I had done over the last few days, and so I finally got the last of that off the ground and taken down to the burn pit. I probably should have put something over the burn pit to keep it dry, but there's so much stuff in there that we're probably going to have to move it around anyway, and usually if we do get a burn day, we'll be able to get it started anyway. Such a big pile now, it's unbelievable. Anyway, to you, and then you can shoot her back to, well, let's see. Let me get over to you, Rob. You probably copy Tom tonight. KM6SRR, K6MYC.
Yeah, how you doing, Tom? I'm not getting you very loud, but I got a copy on you, KW6S, KM6SRR.
Well, I'm getting you pretty good tonight. 2 meters is, I guess, one of our better ones. KM6SRR, KW6S.
Yeah, you came up pretty good there, so I guess, I don't know, I was peaked at the same position on you here. Anyway, good to hear you, Tom. I think I heard Lee in there a little bit, but didn't get a copy on him.
Well, very good. I'll turn it over to Lee, and you guys can give it a shot. KM6SRR, AF6U, off to you, Lee.
All righty there. Thank you, Tom. KM6SRR, KM6SRR, AF6 United. I don't know that you're going to be able to copy me. I can barely copy you, and I swung the antenna back and forth, and not much improvement. So if you can hear me, I'll cross my fingers here. KM6SRR from AF6 United.
Yeah, Lee, I heard a little bit of you there. I heard my call sign, and I heard you say if you can hear me, but that's about it.
Okay, well, I guess we both have to get our antennas up a little bit higher, so I'll leave it at that, and I'll say 730 Rod, KM6SRR, KW6S, K6MYC from AF6 United. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, very good, Lee. Good to hear you. And after the rain stops, maybe you can get back to antenna installations and other projects there that are important to the outside world. Hi. 7-3, guys. 7-3, Tom. We'll see you tomorrow night. I still have a 6-meter problem. I'll just give it to you ahead of time, Tom. I got the antenna pointing. We put a different rotor controller on there, but the rotator still only goes from 346 degrees all the way around through clockwise through 90 up to 99 degrees, and then just comes to a screeching halt at 99 degrees. So I'm not sure just what the heck's going on there. Anyway, I can't rotate to the west. So we may have the same problem on 6 meters tomorrow night that we had last week. In any case, maybe you can hear Rob and check in with him. 7-3, Tom, for your final, KW6S, K6MYC.
Yeah, if nothing else, you can point it about 90, and maybe I can get you off the back. Well, don't know which antenna you're running there, but I sometimes can, in contest, I can make sure I'm exactly 180 out and get somebody off the back a little bit. Anyway, I'll give it my best shot tomorrow night. AF6U, KM6SRR, K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, very good, Tom. Just wanted to give you a heads up. We may have it fixed by tomorrow. I'm assuming that Frank's coming. He put the new controller in there, and it's at least it's rotating, but it doesn't go past this 99-degree point, and I tried recalibrating it and everything, thinking but it seems to be running very, very slowly, and that doesn't make any sense. unless they did something to the box and lowered the voltage, but it has the high voltage taps in there, so I'll have him look at that as well. But the thing is running very, very slow, so that may have something to do with it. I checked the ratio, the gear ratio, and it was correct, so that isn't a problem. I turned it to 90 degrees, and it was pointed toward 90. It just won't go beyond that. Go figure. All right, see you tomorrow, one way or the other, certainly on 220. I don't think I have a problem on 220 yet, anyway. AEW6S, AF6 United, and a group, K6MYC, sliding up into the Bay Area.
Tom up 10?
Sure thing.
Okay, here we are, maybe a little too far up into the Bay Area. How about this? K6MYC Bozo Net, Bay Area.
KB6BA.
KB6BA. Good evening, Oliver. Good signal, although it's not up to par, so that means I'm not pointed right for you. But give a little transmission to me, and I'll get the antenna on you. KB6BA, K6MYC. Go ahead. Oliver, you bumped the knob. I'm fixed here. I bumped my knob, but it won't rotate. It doesn't change the frequency because I got the knob locked out. So I'm pretty sure I'm still on the right frequency. So come back on this frequency if you will. I did not copy any of that. KB6BA, K6MYC. Over. KB6BA, K6MYC. Over. I don't know where he went.
6J in it.
Okay, I got you, Jim. I don't know what happened to Oliver there. He went off frequency. Did you hear him go off frequency, Jim?
Yeah, he was very high pitched. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I'll turn you in manually. My reference is not working, so give me some chatter. I'll turn you in manually. Over.
Yeah, just tune us in manually. You're still off a smidgen, but you're close. Don't know what happened there, but all of a sudden you jumped about a kilohertz, so I didn't get your previous transmission, Oliver. You take one and then turn it over to Jim there. Jim's on frequency. Good copy, Jim. WB6J and N, KB6BA to take it, K6MYC.
See what we get out of it. Over to Jim. WB6J and N, KB6BA.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, we do have some rain going on around here, off and on, and I guess it's going to be around for a while. So no antenna work, I would imagine, because of that. So aside from that, I gave up something on the satellite on sideband today, but he never responded. Well, he responded, but he had apparently lost the bird because he was very weak when he came back. That's the way it goes sometimes on low Earth orbit stuff. WB6J.
I'm sorry, Jim, I had a little trouble. Something about somebody lost something, but just before that I tuned on you trying to get a better signal, and I went too far and lost a few words. What was it that you were talking about?
Oh, I was just working somebody on one of the Oscar satellites, and but he faded out, so he must have gotten out of range about the time he responded.
Okay, I'm still having trouble, but it's not your fault. It's the band. It's going a really fast flutter. Working a guy on a satellite and then something, and I couldn't get what happened to him.
I think he got out of range for him because his signal coming back was much weaker than it was before. Anyway, yeah, the band is you're only at 4 to 6 coming back to me this last time, so there is some band stuff going on, maybe rain.
Yeah, it must be a little bit of weather that's getting in the way here. I copied that 100%. So it was just the multipath that got me. My ears are not functioning just perfectly tonight. A little bit of leftover plugged up stuff from the cold I had. So I got right ear isn't coordinated with the left ear. Not your fault. Anyway, 7-3, Jim, and we'll see you tomorrow night on 222, I hope. Take care. WB6JNN and KB6BA, 73U, Oliver, K6MYC.
Okay, talk to you a little bit later, KB6BA.
Thank you, Oliver.
AB6XR.
AB6XR, AB6 Sugar Radio, K6MYC. Good evening, Stan.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Miserable weather here. It started about 5 o'clock. We didn't have much during the day. Sort of tried to rain, didn't rain, tried to rain, drizzled, etc. But it's been a bit heavier since about 5-ish tonight, I think. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more. Forecast isn't too good, so I haven't done much here. Tomato seedlings, got them out under glass today. Same yesterday. They need some good daylight, but this is what happens when you start early. If the weather's no good, then things aren't so good for the seedlings either. But they'll be fine. A bit leggy, but they'll be fine later on. Nothing much else from this end. I think we're in for at least a few days of poor weather, so I'll try to be on 6 tomorrow, but if it's really pouring down, it may not make much sense. But I think you said your antenna's not quite fixed yet there. Anyway, back to you. K6MYC, AB6SR, Los Gatos 807.
Yeah, well, maybe if we have time, I'll crank the antenna down and we can go up there and see what it is that's causing this bind. There's got to be a bind or something funny going on there. This rotates fine for 90 degrees and it goes to the same spot every time. It's just like it's turning itself off or hitting a real hit, running up into a tree or something, but there's no trees anywhere near as high as the antenna, so I rotated it to 90 degrees after calibrating, and it went right to 90 degrees, so it's not a ratio action, not a computer glitch with the ratio of the gearbox or anything. It just don't go past about 99 degrees, and that's it. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out if I have time and if it isn't raining. If it's raining, we'll just have to live with it. Anyway, I opened up one of the seed packs, the little yellow cherry tomato ones, and boy, there's the tiniest of little packets in there, and it is in a sealed package. Inside the main little envelope that shows the picture of the cherry tomatoes, inside that there's another package, you probably know this, and it's about 2 inches square or 1.5 inches square, and it might have, I don't know, either they're very tiny seeds or there's only about 3 of them in there. Feels like there's nothing in the package, but I did not open it yet because I thought, well, I'll better leave it sealed till we decide to plant them. We'll probably do that tomorrow. We'll try to get out there with some potting soil and give them a start. See if we can get them going here. Anyway, thanks for the seeds anyway, and we haven't seen any rain here. It was still clear skies and the sun went down. It was still bright and sunny right to the horizon here. So the clouds have not moved over into the San Joaquin Valley at all that you're getting the rain from. You're stopping it over there, damn it. AB6SR for your final K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Well, there are never many seeds in the packets these days, so another fact of life. I heard Rob a little bit earlier, very weak here, so signals aren't quite as strong as normal, but say hello to Rob for me, KM6SRR there. Nothing much else. Let's see who else is on in the Bay Area. Wonder if PQL's about or something, and or Gary haven't heard anybody else, I must admit. It was good to hear Oliver, and yeah, he was jumping around a bit there, wasn't he, frequency-wise? Okay, I'll try 6 tomorrow if it isn't pouring with rain, but if I don't hear you, so I hope you get things fixed there, but don't be in a great hurry. So, back to you, that's it from me, K6MYC, AB6SR.
Well, I've got to be in a great hurry because that's not the only thing that's not working right. The 432 signal's not up to par either. Thing wrong there. I have a VSWR problem there, and I can only run about half power, so that's got a problem also. But that's on Thursday, so I got to fix the 6-meter first. That net is tomorrow night. So we're going to work on that first, and then 432 second. And actually, first thing we're going to work on is my side-by-side. There's a switch on the brake pedal. When you push on the brake, you have to have your foot on the brake in order to start the engine. And it's a pressure switch that works off the pressure of the brake system. Well, the system has gotten harder and harder to get the damn switch to close. I think it's got air in the lines, and I'll have to get Frank here with a bleeder, and we'll bleed the line again like we did before. And it was okay for about 4 months. Now it's starting to do it again, and it's so bad that Judy can't even push the pedal hard enough to start it. I can get it started, but it's a lot of work, so it's something seriously wrong with the switch in there or something. So that's one of the things that has to get going, because we need that ATV. If nothing else, if we have to have a fire, we got to get it out of the garage. 7-3 Stan. See you tomorrow, hopefully on 6. AB6SR or K6MYC, 7-3.
Yeah, 73's Mike. Might hear you tomorrow. Hope so. See ya.
And I did work Gary. Gary popped in this morning on 40 meters. I almost fell off my stool. There's WB6WNI checking in on 40 meters this morning. He didn't stick around long. He was trying to get coffee and stuff with the wife and so on. At least he checked in, so that was nice. Hopefully he's here now. Gary, are you listening?
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Yes, I'm listening, and I guess myself. Hey, hi to everybody. I've heard anyone, Oliver, Jim, Stan, and yourself come in. Well, you're coming in. Mike, I'm in a good location for you. And 40 meters was a blast. Very strong signals. Back to you. WB6WNI 1090. Now back to you.
Yeah, what are you running? You must be running at least 100 watts on 40 meters, right?
I am. It is 100 watts. It's the AU847. Same rig running 100 watts. Tonight, or sorry, this morning, it was great. I mean, it's not always great, but this morning was great. And, yeah, it was lots of fun. Now, I'm going to ask you, because I was going to ask this morning, because it was quiet. I listened for a while, but then I even called you a couple of times, but everybody said they were leaving, so that was not a big surprise. So, Mike, my question to you, because I cannot find it on the internet, simple question. What year did the Bozo Net start? I would like to know that, because the website says many years ago. Yeah, well, guess what? I'm so old, many years ago doesn't mean anything to me. So that's the question for the evening, Mike. And tomorrow I will monitor the stream just to make sure 6 meters is going. K6MYC and the group WB6WNI.
Okay, well, the reason it says many years ago is because I wrote it, and then it was transcribed by somebody else and rewritten slightly. But I couldn't remember the exact day, year that it started either. There's ways to find out, but I'm going to make a guess that it was around 2010, somewhere around 2010, I'm guessing. 2010, 2012 at the latest, I believe, somewhere in there. It might have been earlier, but I'd be surprised if it was much earlier than that, Gary. And I'll poke around and see if I can find some early records. KI6FF, you might Google Kilo India 6 Fox Fox. He's passed away, of course, but he was the founder. And there may be something in there related to Because he died shortly after it got started. So if you can find the day he died or the year that he died, that would give you a pretty good indication. He died about 6 months to a year after it started. Over.
Okay, I got it. KI6FF, Foxtrot. All right. Yeah, you know, it's funny because people say many years ago, you know, you and I have been in ham radio for over 50 years, so. Yeah, that's like around the corner, but it's a long time ago for a lot of people. Anyway, Mike, I won't hold it again. 73 to everyone here on the net. It's beautiful coffee this evening, and we'll try it for tomorrow, and I'll listen to this streaming. K6NYC and the group WB6WNI.
Okay. Very good, Gary.
6UYH.
Okay, KA6UYH. Good evening, Chris. Let's see, 1226.
Yeah, you got it. You're doing good. I'm glad you're feeling better. As you know, we're experiencing some rain over here tonight, so signals are a little bit lower, but still able to work you, so that sounds good.
Yeah, that's good. Let me just take it for a second. I got to step outside and grab a Kleenex. I just sneezed and my nose is running. Over.
Roger that.
Well, things get moved around in the barn. The sneeze wasn't the problem. I couldn't find the Kleenex. Finally reached in my pocket. I usually keep a spare, and lo and behold, I had one. So I'm in good shape here now. Anyway, I assume you haven't done much on the 6-meter thing, but anyway, if you're there, I have a problem tomorrow anyway. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it fixed in time, but we still haven't got. We've got rotation now. The antenna's rotating, but it's only going 90 degrees. Put a different controller on there and everything with a big Husky transformer in it and all that, but I'm hitting some kind of a solid bind. It's consistent every time I get to 99 degrees or 98.7, it stops. So I'm hitting something real significant there, and I just can't see it from the ground. I'm going to have to drop the tower perhaps and see what's causing the stoppage, or maybe there's another problem with a bad joint somewhere in the control line. Anyway, it usually doesn't stop that reliably. If it's a control line problem, it means it's a physical impairment. Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it, and you can have your story, and I'll let you stick to yours. Over.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, no, I have not worked on the 6 meters antenna yet. I'm starting to focus in on my HF. I have a vertical that's been sitting in a box for a while, so at least got the mass situated, and now I just have to complete building the vertical, tune it, and then install it. So sounds good. Hey, can you throw an amp meter on that control box and see if it's actually binding that the current should increase?
Well, the control box has got enough safety features in it that it doesn't let it continue to drive the voltage. When it stops getting pulses, which means that when the motor is unable to go any further, it senses that for about 2 seconds. There's about a 2-second, 3-second window in there which it keeps trying, and then it just shuts the control box off in terms of its function. It doesn't turn the box off, but it gives you an error message on the screen. Then you have to push one button to reset it. So it doesn't give you a lot of time to read the current. I could do it, but it's probably not worth the effort. It's we can see it with a voltage drop, if nothing else. There's a couple of things that we'll do with it, and of course we make the product, so I'm very familiar with all the troubleshooting techniques that have to be done to find out where the problem is.
Sounds good. I didn't know it was your control box. I didn't know you guys did that. I know you were making antennas, but I didn't know you were making control boxes as well. All right, well, it sounds like you're in good hands, or at least know what you're doing, so hopefully you get it resolved tomorrow, and hopefully before tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's assuming that we can fix it. I don't think it's anything serious. Normally these kind of problems at mechanical stops or mechanical freezes and stuff are not serious. Something's slipped a little bit and dropped down and is locking up on something. I don't know. It's a new one every time you find it. Could be a dead bird clogging up the rotation of the clamps up above or something. I don't know. I'm kidding, of course. All right. Good to hear you, Chris. And one of these days we'll hear you on 6, so tomorrow night it won't be a problem because we won't be listening for you. When you get your HF vertical up, you might comment whether you have what class license you have. I operate every morning pretty much on the extra class part of the band on 40 meters. So you can always get a signal check from me and a bunch of other guys on frequency, 2 or 3 of which are Bozos. 7137. If nothing else, you can listen to us. Gary was in there this morning. WB6WNI, and we have had several others. W6PQL checks in. WB6JNN has been on there from time to time, and many others check in that are Bozo members and not regulars, but they do check in there. But I'm always on, and I have a 3-element Yagi at 100 feet on top of the hill, so I usually am heard. Gary said I was only 40 over this morning, Chris, over.
All right, that sounds actually good. Yeah, maybe sometime I will work you guys on 40. And you said that was 73-130, and what time was that?
7137, 7.137, just inside the American phone band in the extra class section there. We start about 8 o'clock, but 8 o'clock is not an absolute. Like this net here, I try to start at 7:30 or a little bit before that, and I'm pretty consistent. On the other one, that's whenever anybody gets up, and we've got 4 or 5 guys that are always hanging around there. WB6GGY, Twain Hart's in there, KO6KD up in Roseville, Sacramento, and then like this morning, Gary was in there, and he helped hold the band together. Everybody was out of sorts this morning for church or for something else, so we did not have a big group meeting this morning. The day before was a riot. We had jokes and all kinds of storytelling stuff going on. We have a guy that's a premium pilot, lots of stories there, and a lot of talk about the Daytona Raceway. There's a couple of gearheads on there and so on. So we have all kinds of different conversations in there. It's quite a good group, and a lot of people just listen and never check in. But we have a fellow that checks in from Olympia, Washington, Helena, Montana, Maryville, Oregon, several places in Idaho, Hurricane, Utah, and so on and so forth. So we got people all over there that you get a chance to see how your vertical is working. 7-3, Chris. We'll see you when we see you. Maybe Wednesday here. KA6UYH, K6MYC.
All right, sounds good, Mike. Thanks for the QSO, and thanks for inviting me to 40 meters. I'll keep that in mind. Maybe try you guys on Saturday if you're out there. All right, 73, K6MYC. This is KA6UYH.
No, we're on every day. Every day. It's not a net. It's just a group meeting, and we're on every single day, except the days when I have to go to the doctor early or something and I can't get on. But most of the time, it's 24. It's every day. We don't take any breaks other than some people can't make it every day because of church and other things, but it's quite a group every day, pretty much. This morning it was thin, and we were all under the weather, and we had other things to do. I had things to do. Phil, WB6GGY, was still sick and taking pills, and Bill didn't show up. He hadn't woke up yet, and it was thin this morning, but that was a rarity. 73 at K6UYH 73 K6MYC, looking for other check-ins from the Bay Area, 2 meters.
W6PQL.
Good evening, Jim. Somebody else in there, maybe you can hear him. Who was the other station that checked in? Please go ahead.
It's due to get to you a little bit later, and they're expecting 5 feet of snow up in the Sierras. That may not happen until Wednesday. Right now over here in Fremont, it's been raining since about, well, I guess I would say 7 o'clock this evening, and it's in the moderate region. It's not light, it's not heavy, it's moderate, and it's steady. And it's predicted to be that way until 3 a.m., at which point it doesn't back off by very much. In fact, there's a 50% rainfall chance all the way through the end of the day tomorrow. And it rises until, I guess about 3 p.m. tomorrow. Stays above 70%. So we're going to get quite a bit out of this, I do believe. And perhaps the day after we get it, you'll get it over there, I'm sure. Because it's heading that way. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Well, it actually isn't heading this way. That's the bad part. It's coming from the northwest, and it's scooting up the coast. And it's going to hit you, and you guys had some rain last night from it. We got and more rain today, and we didn't get anything. We had clear skies. I watched the sun go down at a little after 5, and there was no clouds to the west. Over.
Okay, well, there's plenty of clouds here. We're in the middle of it. And the forecast that I saw, these guys get on, they talk about the weather. It said all of California is going to be wet, so I doubt that you'll be excluded. We'll keep our fingers crossed for you, Mike, okay?
Yeah, keep the fingers crossed and the rain gauge caps off. I dumped both of my rain gauges just this evening, about 4 o'clock, just before we came in from sitting in the sun, enjoying the last of the sunlight, and dumped both rain gauges. So I'm ready for the deluge. Over.
I missed that last part because, the band is fading up and down and all that stuff. Say it again.
I said I dumped the rain gauges tonight just before I came in, so I am ready for the deluge.
Okay, you're locked and loaded, huh?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. We'll probably get all air and smiles and no action. Over.
Okay, well, I'll be down in Carmel tomorrow, so it's supposed to be raining down there too. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a wet trip, I guess, but that's okay. 73's Mike. We'll see you later. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, are you going to be home in time for 222?
You're into one of those fades. I couldn't get your question.
Are you going to be home in time for 222 tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're good. We're just going down there for lunch and to look around a little bit, and then we'll be back up here. So I don't anticipate I'll be missing that evening, but you never know.
Okay, currently the antenna on 6. Last week it was frozen to the north. I couldn't move it at all. Now we put a new controller on. Now it's moving. It's going from north to west, or north to east, but I can't get it to go any further. So I still can't get it around in your direction. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get it fixed. Hopefully we'll get it fixed before the nightfall. Hi. Good evening for now. Have fun in Carmel there. W6PQL, K6MYC, Bozo Net, clear and looking for other check-ins. And listen, there was somebody that called with you, but I couldn't copy him, Jim. Over.
Bozo 177.
Anybody else in there? W6PQL.
I hear 177. Is that you, Gary?
Roger.
Okay. Well, give me a little more chatter, and I'll bring the antenna more in your direction. You're very light tonight. Maybe the rain is in the way.
Oh, you're pretty strong earlier, but I think you turned away from me maybe. But anyway, I was listening to the net last week and the week before, but wasn't able to check in time. I might have left the room at the wrong time or something. But anyway, good to hear you on there. We're getting lots of rain here. And I had some fun in the WPX RTTY contest. Made 151 contacts in about 3 hours. That was all the time I had for it, but it was a fun contest, and I got some other ones there. K6NYC, KE6QR.
KE6QR, 177. Very good, Gary. Well, I'm glad you had time enough for 150 or so contacts there. Sounds good. I didn't do any contesting. I didn't even turn the HF radio on this weekend except in the mornings. And then the rest of the day was taken up with other activities. Forgot all about contests and whatever. Anyway, good to hear you, and I did get the antenna on you a little bit more, so I got pretty good copy toward the end there. Won't keep you, and thanks very much for checking in here from your East Bay section there. Hi, KE6QR, K6MYC.
Okay, thank you, Mike, and it's raining cats and dogs up there, as they say, from proverbial cats and dogs. 73, and that's good net, KE6QR.
Yep, 73. How about KB6WFC? How about you, Gary? Mike, are you in here? Okay, don't hear him. Anybody else in the Bay Area, Bozo Net? Bay Area, Bozo Net. Bay Area, Bozo Net. I'm swinging the antenna back and forth. Anybody else before I go on up to Oakley? K6MYC, standing by. Okay, nothing heard, so here we go to Oakley. N6RO, Ken, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835 in East Bay. And high temperature was 63. Started raining about a half an hour ago. Don't know what the accumulation is yet, but could be something substantial, maybe not. Dinner was lamb chop, broccoli, and all the other veggies. Contest-wise, I did a single band 80 in the RTTY contest. Made 269 contacts, 170 multipliers, which is number 2 in the world at this point, behind a Russian. And 6RO.
Yeah, I missed a little bit of that. It wasn't your fault. It was my fault here. I was mushing with the audio. I'm having trouble hearing tonight. I got something going on with one of my hearing aids. It's either not up or it's too loud. Anyway, I missed your score in the contest and what the contest was called. Over.
Yeah, your signal's way down from normal. Where are you pointing?
Everything's normal here. Go ahead. Yeah, 1500 out. Over.
I'll copy.
I got you fine. Go ahead.
Okay. The contest was the worldwide WPX prefix contest. I entered single off 80 meters at 269 contacts. That multiplier of 170. And that's number 2 in the world reported so far. 4L station beat me out by quite a bit. Over.
Okay. Well, very good. Sounds like a good effort. But it's hard to beat those guys up in Russia. They got so many more countries to hook into up there that are close in, and just like us working states. But congratulations on an outstanding effort there. And you probably only had to stay up overnight, right?
Yeah, I did it twice. I didn't stay up till sunrise, but I stayed up till about 5:30 both nights.
Oh boy, okay. Well, good deal. Listen, we'll hear you. Well, hopefully we'll hear you tomorrow night on 222. And, of course, the following night, that's the question mark, maybe on 222. Well, actually, tonight's the night to check 1296. I'm right here. I could go to 1296 right quick if it's easier for you. Over.
Yeah, okay. I should be on 222.
Okay, very good. Well, we can let 1296 go until we try it on Tuesday.
Yeah, okay.
All right, 7-3, and let's see. And Rob, do you want to say hello to Ken if you're copying?
Sure. How you doing, Ken? N6RO, KM6SRR. Yeah, congratulations there, being number 2 in the world. That's really good.
Yeah, hi, Rob. What was your comment?
I was just saying congratulations on being number 2 in the world on your contest.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's only 2 entries in 80 meters single band high power. And it's me and the 4L2M. There may be more because scores are just coming in. 7-3, Rob, and back to you, Mike, N6RO.
Okay, very good. I haven't had Ken in here very many nights lately. I guess he's been very busy. I haven't talked to him much, but he always would say hello, and so I'll say hello for Ken. And anybody else want to say hi to Ken before we go to the rest of the guys in the San Joaquin Valley there? All quiet on the western front. Okay. Very good. Well, let me do this. 7-3, Ken. We'll listen for, and we'll switch this up this time, Mario. I'll listen for KO6IQR first, 1189, and then we'll go to KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima second. KO6IQR. Go ahead, Mario.
K6 NYC, KO6IQR. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Well, yeah, I wasn't ready for you. You switched me up. So, yeah, just another beautiful Sunday. No rain here in the valley either. So, looks like we'll probably get some tonight maybe and into tomorrow and Tuesday. I'm not working tomorrow, President's Day, so I got the day off. Nothing more to report. Went for a little bike ride yesterday afternoon and crashed pretty severely. No major injuries, just some road rash, but yeah, I'll walk it off.
Okay, you say you're going to take a bike ride tomorrow?
I went for a bike ride yesterday, actually, over near Lake McClure. There's a bike park, Barrett Cove area of Lake McClure, and it was like a downhill bike trail, and it was a little bit over my head, and I took a little digger into the rocks, banged myself up a little bit, but I survived with no major injuries. Still sore.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, sometimes those the different bike trails can be nasty. Sometimes they're really nice and benign and not dangerous. And if you fall in dirt and grass and stuff. Other times there are some little stones in there, and you can get nicked up pretty good. Sorry about that, but at least you got out and survived, so that's good. Rob, are you copying Mario?
He's really up and down tonight. I get him really loud, and then he gets down to the noise, and I can't hear him.
Well, I'm noticing the same thing. I thought it was me, but no, we copied him 100%, but you are going up and down. The weather front is coming in. I think it's moving in on you. We haven't had any rain here, and I really don't think we're going to get any until morning at the earliest, if at all. We may not get any. It might go right by us, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, 7-3, Mario, good to hear you. Thanks for checking in here, as always. KO6IQR, over to you, John, if you're there. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KD6WEL, 1179. Yeah, I noticed the signals are up and down. Mario got really loud and then went back in the noise, so I think it's the weather conditions. How's things down there in Fresno area?
we had real stable weather here. A little windy today. I mean, we had 5 and 10 mile an hour gusts occasionally, but basically pretty nice. A little cooler wind than normal, so it didn't let the temperatures go up into the high 60s and low 70s. It held it in the mid 60s. I think that was about as good as we got. But if you sat in the sun and you could stay out of the wind, it was very nice. All clear, and the sun was nice and warm. Hopefully we'll get some rain tonight, so hopefully you get some rain up there as well, John. KD6WVL, K6MYC.
Yeah, hopefully I get a little rain. I didn't water today. I just put in a new backyard, some turf, so I'll have to see what happens. For some reason, the rain always seems to go around us here, but I guess that's just the way it is. Hey, thanks for the check-in, Mike. K6MYC, KD6WVL, 7-3 all around.
Okay, 7-3, John. Okay, let's see. How about me? If anybody else in this direction before I go to Sacramento? Okay. Here we are towards Sacramento, KJ6KFB. How about you, Darren, K6MYC? KR6MR, okay. I'll bring the antenna up your way. Go ahead, John. Make what transmission?
Good evening, Mike. K6MYC. Try to turn this down. KR6MR, Bozo 759, up in Meta Vista, over.
Yeah, good strong signal, too. Boy, some of the signals are a little bit flaky tonight, but you're good and powerful, so it sounds good. And I guess I got the antenna close to you. I haven't heard Bill yet. We missed Bill this morning, so I hope he's okay. And we'll get back to him in a moment here. Have you heard Bill tonight?
Oh, yeah, he's here on the side waiting for you.
Oh, okay. Very good. Well, good to hear you. And, of course, we'll look for you on Tuesday night. We'll look for you tomorrow night on 6 meters, but I've got another problem. In the sense that I can't rotate very far. I got the antenna rotating on 6. It's going from north to west, north to east. So it's going about 90 degrees, and then it's stopping, and we can't figure out. I haven't been able to troubleshoot it enough to know why it's not going any further. It feels like a mechanical stop. A real hard stop. It stops at exactly the same heading, give or take a couple of tenths of a degree. So it stops almost at the same heading every time, which means it's a hard mechanical. But I don't know what that would be. There's nothing up there to entangle it. It's up at 100 or 90 feet, and there's nothing around it. So who knows? We'll have to go at a little bit at a time tomorrow. Maybe when Frank gets here, we can sort it out. Anyway, back to you, and then we'll see you. I'll be able to work you on 6, but I won't be able to point right at you.
Yes, okay, Mike. I do understand your antenna issues. Worked you last week when you were pointing north with no problem. Also, check in Darren, KJ6KFB, Bozo 756. His wife grabbed him and took him away from the radio.
Oh, the wife absconded with him tonight. Okay, understand. All right, well, let me go back and get Bill, and then we'll be in the right heading, I hope, for the Reading boys. Let's go get Bill. KO6KD. That should be close, Bill. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Yeah, that should be pretty close. I'm hearing you quite well tonight, Mike. Good copy. K6MYC in the Bozo group, KO6KD, Bozo 776. They're making it official. And yeah, sorry I was not around this morning. I kind of got up late and I had to get everything situated because I was on Sundays there's a group that get together just a little bit further up the band. And if you don't get there early, then the guy leaves just right after 9 o'clock. So anyway, that kind of took care of that, and I didn't have time. But I did want to touch base with you. Let's see, Larry, A7SQ, I think is his call. He came by and stuck around for a while. Talked to him and Phil last night, late afternoon, early evening on 40. As I was I was trying to get things adjusted. I did get the amplifier figured out. Got it wired in, and got it online yesterday, last evening, and tried to get figure out how to do the tuning and stuff like that. And both Phil and Larry were very good at giving me audio reports and getting things situated on both radios and such, and worked out real well. I'm a little disappointed that I thought with the lower drive that I'd be getting a good 1,500 watts. I think the tube's got more use on it than they're advertising, being used, because it doesn't seem to be having as much power output as I thought it should have. But by and large, just give me 1,500 watts. You got to hit it a little harder than I wanted to, but anyway, we'll talk some more about that hopefully in the morning. But no rain yet. They're talking about it. Lots of wind tomorrow morning, going through till Wednesday. So we'll see how things work out. K6MYC in a group from KO6KD.
Okay. By the way, have you heard anything from Darren? John said his wife had taken him on a walk or something, but has he been in here?
I have not. I came in again late. So I was talking to John for the last 15 minutes or so, but I did not hear Darren at all. I heard him this morning. I think it was around 11 o'clock, and then he had to go, and that was the last I heard from him. But there's some things going on in his household that is really becoming quite demanding of his time. Over.
Yeah, well, we'll just let it alone. It'll sort itself out one way or the other, hopefully. But that's good. We get him in here quite frequently. I was just hoping he'd be in here this evening. All right. 7-3, Bill, and we'll look forward to hearing the amp on in the morning. I was late this morning. I didn't get up till 8:30. I misread Judy's voice. I did not have my hearing aids in, and I thought she said it was 9 o'clock, and I said, well, screw it. If it's 9 o'clock, I'm not even getting up. So I laid there for another 15 minutes, and I thought, well, 9 o'clock. It's now 9:15. I better get up. By the time I got out here, it was 8:30. So the clock went backwards an hour, but I had misheard what she said, so I didn't get turned on in 40 meters until 8:30. So we'll get everything hopefully back in line and on time in the morning there. 7-3 for now. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Oh, very well. Okay. Well, see, I don't have somebody coming in and giving me a little nudge and giving me a little kiss on the cheek and opening the blinds and tempting me with a cup of coffee, saying, "Come on, Billy, let's get up." So that's only in my dreams. If that doesn't wake me up, then I just sleep through it. But anyway, I understand completely. So very well. Hopefully, we'll see you then tomorrow morning. 7-3 for now. KO6KD.
Okay. 7-3 for now. And I'll call up to Reading. Charlie November 80. Reading. KD6 Sugar Whiskey. Let's see what the rain is doing up that way. K6MYC, KD6SW, and KO6HS. How about it, Rick?
Okay, here we are. This is KD6SW, Reading, number 145. Yes, it is raining up here right now. Over.
Okay, gotcha. And how's your rain situation? Are you getting rain now, or are you expecting it? Over.
We had rain all night last night, and it's been on and off raining this afternoon, and I think it's raining right now as we speak. Over.
Okay. Yeah, we have had none here yet. But this rain's coming out of the South Pacific, so it's scooting up the coast from the south. And it may not get inland enough until it gets really big to give us anything. We had clear skies right until sunset to the west, no clouds, and right down to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, let me see if Jerry is in there tonight. KO6HS. KO6HS. How about it, Jerry? K6MYC.
Roger, KO6HS 230, Mike. A reasonable copy on you tonight. Communication is fairly steady and sounding good. How copy it?
Okay, yeah, we got you. It's about Q3 and Q4 and a half. Almost Q5, but a little bit of QSB in there. Good to hear you, Jerry. 230, we got that. And I guess you're having the same kind of rain situation. You're expecting more later. We haven't had any rain here, but it was a little cooler today. It didn't get much above 63, 65, something like that here. Back to you, and thanks again for being there as always, Jerry, and you, Rich, same. KO6HS, K6MYC, over.
Roger. Yeah, we've had light rain, very light rain, on and off all day, and accumulated about a third of an inch, about 1/3 of an inch, that's all, but it's supposed to get heavier. We're supposed to get a lot more, so we will see what happens with that. I know we need it, so we'll just wait and see what we do get. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully get a good amount of rain up there. We hope to get some here. We haven't had any significant rain for a long time here. The dry ground is dry. So we need rain. I haven't got sprinklers on either because my sprinkler controllers are both broken. We've got new controllers in the box, but they have to be installed. Hi. 73, Jerry, and I'm glad you had a decent weekend. It was nice here all weekend. We've had good weather, sunshine most of the time, very little clouds. So we can't complain except that we need the rain. 73, KO6HS, 73s, and up to you again, Rick, for your final. Rich? KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC. Go ahead, Rich.
Okay, let's see. I tried to get to you on 432 the other night, but you didn't hear me. So anyway, at least I'm copying you a little bit better now. I'm running a water-cooled antenna right now, water-cooled, so it doesn't get melted down with all this high power. 73, KD6 shortwave.
Okay. So you heard me on 432, but I did not hear you. Is that it?
Yeah, that's correct. And also on 6 meters, it didn't have any luck getting to you on 6 either.
Well, I had a problem on 6. I couldn't turn the antenna toward you. So you might have heard me just on power. 432, I have a problem. It seems to be working, but I'm only able to get about 400 watts into the antenna before I get a VSWR trip. So I have some VSWR somewhere in the line. It's about a 300-foot run to the 432 antenna, and with quite a few junctions. So we're gonna investigate that problem over the next couple of days, and hopefully we'll solve the 432 problem. I hear okay. I'm hearing well. I don't think I was having any trouble hearing. In fact, I was out hearing the people that I was working. And I'm so sorry I missed you. I don't know whether you went to CW or not, but boy, I listened. I just didn't hear it. I'm sorry. But I was running about 400 watts there. We'll try again. And of course, now this time we'll see you on 6 meters, perhaps tomorrow. We'll do our best on 6 tomorrow, but more likely we'll see you again on Wednesday here. KD6 Sugar Whiskey and KO6HS 73 K6MYC.
Okay, well, we'll give it a shot and see what happens. If I can hear you, I'll give it a try, that's for sure. 73 KD6SW Reading.
Okay, thank you very much, Rich. Appreciate your efforts up there. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KO6HS, K6MYC. Anybody else in the San Joaquin, Sacramento area?
680, Mike.
73. Who was that?
680. Kilo 6, Mike Tango Sierra. Over.
Oh, okay. Hi, Mark. 680. Yeah, you were too strong to be from up that way. 680. I got you. Say hello to Rob. Go ahead, Rob.
How you doing, Mark? I'm not pointed at you, but I'm hearing you great. K6NTS, KM6SR.
S6, Rob, sounded fine. Good to hear you, man, and hope you're having a great evening.
Yep, got to go out and cover the tractor up here for all this rain we're going to get.
Yeah, supposedly, 3 days or something, huh?
Yeah, they were talking about starting tonight and maybe a couple inches, but Mike doesn't think so.
When the rock is wet, it's raining.
What did you get on the last, about a week ago or so?
I got 3/8 of an inch.
We got a quarter here.
Yeah. Wasn't very exciting, was it?
No, but it's, we had a winter here 23, 2 or 3 years ago, and we had snow here in February.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I've seen snow in May. I don't see it happening this year unless we get really turned around, because it's just been warm. We haven't had any. My goddamn bushes, I got a nectarine tree out here, and I didn't get to it in time, and it's already blooming, so I'm going to have to just let it go. But I got blooms on the nectarine tree already here in mid-February.
Oh, yeah, the blossoms are going, and how's the popcorn and monkey flower?
How's the pump going? My water system is completely off-grid and working beautifully. The home system is almost off-grid, except for that one day we had enough cloudy skies with the rain that we didn't get a full charge, and I had to be on the grid for about 3 hours, so it wasn't bad. Otherwise, we're off-grid, and I'm suffering because I have 2 inverters here, one of them which is not working correctly, and we're waiting for a resolve from the factory. They're supposed to send us a new one. And then I've got 4 solar arrays, and there's just too much solar array out there to run through one inverter, over.
Gotcha on that, Mike. I was actually asking about the wildflowers. The wildflowers, Mike. The popcorn, is it the white ones, and then the monkey flower. Do you have a lot of those going on yet, over?
I thought you were talking about my water. Okay. Yeah, no, we've got a little bit of Fresno snow showing up. We've got lots of monkey flowers, lots of orange monkey flowers up about 2.5 feet high. And there's a few other things, but my eyes are so bad I can't tell, but I can certainly see the white Fresno snow. It's not profuse yet, but it probably will be right after. If we get any rain, it'll be this next week or 2. We'll get a lot of Fresno snow, and then the monkey flowers are going great guns, over.
Yeah, same here, and I expect you're probably getting something similar up there, eh, Rob?
Yep, yeah, we got some popcorn flowers coming up, and some, I think you call them monkey flowers, but we call them fiddleneck, the yellow, orangish ones.
Yeah, about 2 feet high.
Yep, we got them both, but not real thick yet, so maybe another rain and it'll come in thick.
The flowers, I don't know the stuff, that's what she calls them. So, hey, Mike, last time I talked to you, I had some questions about what kind of tacos you had last. Let's see what had been.
Well, we had...
Maybe, what kind of tacos did you have, over?
Well, one of them was beef, and the other one was something, but I don't know what the other one was. I thought it was supposed to be pork, but it didn't taste like pork. I could not get and my appetite and my nose, because of the cold I had, I was kind of off, and I wasn't getting very good taste from anything. It wasn't that they tasted bad, I just couldn't taste good, over.
All right, this is K6MTS. So I've got more inquiries into the taco thing. Do you recall, Mike, if it was it a hard shell or a soft shell? And what else was inside of that tortilla? Was it, did you have some sour cream in there, avocado, lettuce, tomato, chopped onion, cilantro? What else did you have in there, Mike? Do you know, over?
Yes. Some chopped onion, no cilantro, no tomato. I don't think there was any avocado in these either, but there was beans and stuff in there, beans and meat, over.
Ah, very good. You getting this, Rob? This is a taco report. Hey, tonight, you guys, I had fish tacos. I deep fried some cod, and it had some cabbage in there that the wife chopped up, and some salsa and some sour cream, and then we also make up this. My wife makes this kind of reddish brown pepper. What is it? I can't think of the kind of pepper she uses, but it's almost just like the stuff that Rubio's used to use when Rubio's used to be good. That kind of smoky but hot salsa. So we had those tonight over.
Yeah. Well, we usually have more sophisticated tacos than we had that night. It was I don't remember why it wasn't more sophisticated with more stuff in the taco. Normally they're filled with all kinds of stuff, including avocado, but we might have been a little short of a few things. And I didn't get a chance to eat it until a little bit after 9 o'clock, so they had already lost their edge. They were on the table at 7:15, and I couldn't eat. It was too close to the net, so I didn't get them until later, and they were reheated, which probably didn't hurt them any, but between that and my taste buds being under par, it wasn't exciting. Over.
All right, well, I understand. I appreciate all the information because I am a taco aficionado. Rob, what are you thinking about this whole the whole taco thing? Over.
Well, I remember the other night when you were asking about that, we had carnitas. We have the pork, carnita pork, and we put some cabbage in there, shredded cabbage, and a little bit of salsa, and I even had a little ketchup, which is not supposed to be done, and some Mexican cheese, the 4-flavor cheese, and that's what we do. We usually have carnitas.
Nice. Is that the kind of deep fried shredded pork kind of?
Yeah. We cook it in the microwave in a container there, and it's all shredded and it comes out tasting good.
Right on. I can't say how complete I feel now. Speaking to both you guys about the tacos and the tacos I had tonight and a couple nights ago. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Mike. This has been an excellent evening. Kilo 6 Mike Tango Sierra.
Okay, very good, Mark. Let me see if there's anybody else up in the Sacramento area before we go to Nevada. K6MYC Bozo Net, Sacramento, San Joaquin. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go up to up to Nevada, and we can wrap this thing up here pretty quick. Here we are, somewhere right around in here. KD6BQ. KD6BQ and KE7UQL, K6MYC. How about it, Richard?
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249 in Nevada. Good signal tonight, Mike, over.
Yeah, you're doing fine here, too. Good signal. I heard you earlier on CW. I don't know if you heard my response, but we got you checked in there. Good evening to you, Richard. Let's see if Daniel is there. And we can also see if Eric's there. Daniel, are you there? KE7UQL, over.
272, KE7UQL, over.
Okay, got you, Daniel. Nice signal, too. Rob, are you copying Daniel and Richard quickly, over?
Not copying Daniel, but I copied Richard. How you doing, Richard? KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. KM6SRR, KD6BQ. You're not quite as strong as Mike right now, but about 10 minutes ago, you were stronger than Mike.
Yeah, don't get used to it. That hardly ever happens, haha.
Well, sometimes propagation favors you.
Watch out now. You're going to make me break my arm patting myself on the back.
Or just crank the gain up on the amplifier.
Yeah, right. I think we're both running the same amp and both running at 1500.
Yeah, we're only running, I'm running about 1200. I'm afraid of blowing up the lightning arresters.
Okay. And let's see if Eric's in there. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. N7 VAZ. Eric, I wonder if you're in here tonight. K6MYC in the group.
K7 VAZ 1193, over.
Yeah, got your 1193. Not real strong. About readability 3 at the moment, but I didn't have time to wiggle the antenna on you. Take another one, Eric. Take another transmission, and I'll see if I can give you a better report. Over.
Yeah, give him a little chatter, Eric. Over, Mike.
Yeah, I've lost him altogether now. He took a fade. I heard him come back the first time, so we've got him in there. 1193, all okay, Eric? You can tell him he's checked in, Richard. I'll stand by. Go ahead.
Yeah, I could just QSB. You're down right now, too, Mike.
I just tell Eric that he is checked in. He probably didn't hear me come back. Daniel, you'll have to run the show there. Tell Richard and tell Eric that I got him checked in. Over.
Oh, roger that, Eric. Mike says to let you know he's got you checked in. And, Mike, I think Greg, W7DAI, is lurking in the background as well.
Okay, have him make a transmission, please, and we'll listen.
Yeah, give him a shout, Greg. Over, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything from him, unfortunately. I don't hear a peep tonight. So if you could give me his number and tell him that he's checked in, and thank him very much for being there, but tonight I just can't copy. Over.
Yeah, number 768, you're down. You're way down right now, so it might come back up in a minute.
$768, Rob.
That would be Greg in Carson City, W7DAI.
Yeah, that's it. He's starting to move the meter here, but no readability.
Kind of sounded like the bottom dropped out here, Mike.
Yeah, the bottom dropped out for sure. W7DAI. KD6BQ and KE7UQL. Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate the extra check-in from Greg up there, Richard. We thank you for helping us out with Greg tonight. Rob's having no copy at all either. Everybody's down. 7373. We'll see you tomorrow on 6 meters. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Dead. It did. 73 to you, Daniel. Good signal tonight. KE7UQL 73. See you on 222 tomorrow. K6MYC. Seven three. Okay, let's go get Eddie, Rob, and I'll stop by the Bay Area in case there's anybody missing a couple there.
Okay, sounds good. KM6SR.
Bay Area, late checks are missed. 2 meter Bozo Net. 2 meter Bozo Net, late checks are missed. K6MYC, Delta Mike 07, calling for Bozo Net check-ins on 2 meters. Over.
K6MYC, this is K6IQR. Can you read me now?
K6SQR, is that right? K6 Sierra, Queen Romeo? give me the call again, your call again. K6 Sierra Queen Radio, was that it? Is there anybody over there that can help us with K6 SQR? What's that Bozo number, Rob? Can you look it up?
Yeah, it's not coming up for me under that call sign, so maybe we got it off a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know who it would be. It was quite readable, but he only said it one time and with no phonetics.
K06IQR.
Oh, K06IQR. Is that you, Mario?
Yeah. I wanted to see if you could come back up on me. I think I was having a little problem with this little amplifier. I think I was overdriving it and it was dropping out. I was wondering if I sounded any different now.
A little bit, but I was going to tell you, you sound like you were hitting something a little too hard. You may be still overdriving it, but you might just have the audio gain up too much. It sounds different than normal. You're much more boisterous, if you want to call it that, and a little bit more distorted. With a little less audio, you'd be more readable. Over.
Okay. Yeah, I was messing with these headphones, these Heil headphones, and I hadn't done any adjusting of the audio, so maybe I was just a little too punchy there.
Okay. It's a different sounding radio. This one's more bassy than your other radio.
Yeah, I'm back on the hand mic, just on the standard hand mic there. So, yeah, I think I did something to this little amplifier. It only needs 5 watts, and SSB overdrives it, so it doesn't work very well for this. It's really meant for like HTs and things like that.
That's possible. What's the model number and the brand of the amp?
I believe it's a Topco. It's made by JM in Taiwan, and it's a 350 watt VHF amplifier. So, yeah, it doesn't like the SSB for some reason, and I'm using a external push to talk to trigger it, so it's not struggling with that, but it just doesn't like it.
Yeah. Well, again, without changing back to your original setup, I can't tell, but overall the signal is not as clean as it has been. Over.
Yeah, so right now I'm just running 50 watts straight off of the 991 with no amplifier. So, and then, yeah, I don't know what the mic settings were. I think I turned off the processor and the equalizer, so this is just straight mic with no EQ.
Okay, well, that sounds okay. You may be a little bit high in frequency, which makes you a little bit bassy here. You're more bassy than normal. And I don't remember the 991 sounding quite like that. But you may have the mic gain up a little too much, which tends to boost that stuff. But overall, it's okay. And how much power output does the amplifier make?
The amplifier is rated for 350 watts. But that's at the full drive. But with 5 watts in, it should be making 350. But like I said, the 991, the lowest you can go is 5 watts. But on SSB, it definitely puts out more than 5, and it's like peaks at like 12, even at the 5 watt setting. So it's overdriving it just a bit, and it resets it.
Okay, you're telling me that it puts out 350 watts with a little bit less than 5 watts?
That is correct. Yeah. 5 watts max should put out 350. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's an LD MOS device. Is that an LD MOS amp?
That's correct. Yeah, it is.
Okay, it's a fairly small chip, though. Normally, the bigger ones that we used in our amplifiers, you put 5 watts in, you got a kilowatt out.
I just stuffed it in here because that's all I could get. I bought it secondhand, so there's no telling what they did to it, to be honest with you.
Now, I don't think there's anything seriously wrong with the amp. It's I'm still hearing the same characteristic in the audio coming right out of the 991. So I don't think you shouldn't find fault with the amplifier yet. But I'm telling you, on top of everything else, my ears are not working the best tonight. So I'm struggling a little bit here. Over.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, I think I'm gonna wait till I get the other my new radios on its way. I got the 9700 on its way, so I'll be able to get that thing going, and that's got a much lower drive on the bottom end, so maybe it'll work out better that way.
Yeah, okay. We can certainly try it for sure. All right, well, thanks, and for popping back in here. I heard SQR, but of course KO6 IQR and SQR and the noise sounded the same. That's where I got your call wrong. 7-3 for now, and we'll talk to you probably on Wednesday.
All right, Mike. Thanks for picking me back up. K6 NYC from KO6 IQR 7-3.
Okay, 7-3, and I'll go back into the Bay Area again. Look for late checks or missed. Late checks or missed. Bay Area, K6 NYC Bozo Net. Over. I guess nobody. Go ahead and call KE6, KV6BK. Give Eddie a call, Rob.
Okay, yeah, I was in putting the laundry back in the dryer there. KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, this is KM6SRR with K6MYC, standing by.
KM6SRR, KE6BK, evening Rob, evening Mike, K6MYC.
I got you, KE6BK, 858, we got you, Eddie, good signal. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, good to hear you, Eddie. Got a good copy on you tonight.
Sounds good. You're sounding good down this way, Rob. Mike must not be turned around to me yet, or a little bit off, because he's down in my noise here. But, yeah, just wanted to say hello and everything, and we'll let you guys close down the net and everything later on. KM6SRR and K6MYC, K6BK.
I got good copy on you, Eddie. A good copy here. I'm running full 1500, but your signal's way down from normal, and I move the antenna back and forth, but this is the best I can find for you. So it may be the weather front that's coming in there. Hi. You don't have any rain yet, do you? He does have received problems, doesn't he, Rob?
No, he was starting to get a little faded on me, too. I was talking to him, and I guess you stepped on me, so I don't know if he heard me or not.
Call him again.
Are you still there, Eddie? KE6BK, KM6SRR.
Yeah, we're still here, Rob. Just about ready to shut it off, though.
Okay, yeah, go ahead then. Yeah, you faded down a bit, I guess. Different weather conditions tonight. Anyway, we'll say 7-3, KE6BK, KM6SRR.
He's down to Q5, and that's nothing. Must be something coming in there. Anybody else, W6PYP, or anybody else down the valley, K6MYC, Bozo Net, 2 meters. Guess that's it, Rob. Give me a count.
Yeah, my count isn't right because I missed a lot of the beginning there. I guess I had the volume down when I was down eating, so I didn't hear at the beginning. Send me a picture, and I'll probably try to come back in and listen to the beginning of the net. I've got to go out and cover the tractor seat and pick up all my tools and stuff, so I got to do that right now.
Okay, go to it, and I'll have Judy just send you a picture of the log, and I'll have her write her number in. Well, you can count what we have here. I may have only written over the top of one number, so it's. I think you can probably read it. I think I did a better job of writing clearly tonight with better pens. 7-3, and we'll see you tomorrow, Rob. Get that tractor covered up for the non-rain that's occurring.
Yep, I just cover the seat because I don't like sitting on a wet seat. Anyway, K6MYC, KM6SR, 73, Mike.
Yeah, wet seat, wet feet. You want to hear a joke?
Quick, my back brace is killing my hips.
Oh, I'll tell you tomorrow. Remind me about the iceberg Titanic joke, okay?
Okay, 7-3. I don't know if Aaron's there. 7-3 Aaron, K6US, KM6SR.
Yep, good night, guys. Yeah, we're booking hotels for a vacation this summer, so I got way too many things up on my screen. But we'll catch you guys tomorrow night. K6US.
You got the MT syndrome, multitask syndrome. Huh? Okay, 7-3. Good night, Aaron.
I got MTS syndrome.
Okay. Is this K6 Mike Tango Sierra?
Yes, sir.
You got the MTS syndrome. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, I do. Hello, Aaron. Fine. I take that back.
Good night, Mark.
Good night, guys. 7-3.
K6MYC, Delta Mike 07, Delta Bravo, Bozo 47, closing the 2-meter Bozo Net on February 15, 2026. Good night, all.